Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and also like this video. And don't forget to click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with today's DIY. What we're going to need is one of these foam boards or the poster boards that they have at Dollar Tree, and you're going to cut it 20 by 24, and it already comes by 20, so you just need to go ahead and do the 24. And here I'm just measuring out 24 inches, and then I'm going to draw a line, straight line down, and go ahead and cut it with a box cutter or a good pair of scissors if you don't have a box cutter. Once you've cut out your 20 by 24 box, we're going to go ahead and measure out the center, and then we're going to cut out or draw, draw out a box within the box. I guess you could say that would fit the 4 8 by 10 mirrors that we're going to be using. So basically, you're going to draw a square that's going to be 18 by 20 within the 20 by 24 box, like so. And then before you start gluing the mirrors down, just make sure, place them down, make sure you like where they're at and it fits good within the box. And what I'm using is Gorilla Glue, and then we're going to also use some hot glue. Adding some hot glue, just go ahead and flip the mirror one at a time. Make sure you press firmly down so it'll be secure onto the cardboard, right? And you just continue to do the same thing, adding hot glue to each one of these mirror squares. I ended up making this project with 4 squares. I wish I would have had the 6 squares so it could have been a full length mirror, but I only had the 4. Let me know in the comments down below, what are you going to use, 4 or 6 or 8, or how many mirrors are you thinking of making this DIY with? So once you've glued and secured each one of these square mirrors to your foam board, here I'm just pressing down firmly on all the mirrors to make sure that they're safe and secure. Once you're done and happy with that, go ahead and get 3 of these tiles, self-adhesive tiles that they have at Dollar Tree right now, and cut them in 1-inch strips. Now, to be honest with you, you can cut 2-inch strips instead of the 1-inch strips, and it would be a lot easier, just depending on how you want to place your strips down on the sides of your mirror. But I chose to do the 1 strip of 1 inch each. Once you've cut all 3 of the squares like so, set those aside and get some of these skewer sticks, and I spray painted them silver. You can spray paint them white or whatever color you choose. Then you're going to measure out the outer measurements of your mirrors, and you're going to glue these to the edges of your mirror like so. And you're going to do this to all 4 sides. And once you've done that, now you're going to get your sticker tiles and start adding them to the ends on the outer square of the mirrors, like so. Now make sure that when you start adding these, you securely and firmly press them underneath your where your sticks are at, your skewer sticks, the framing of your mirrors. And now you can just add this tiles as you please and make any kind of design you like. I just made it the simple way and put them side by side, but you can easily make them look like I guess you could say a zigzag, and cut your strips in half instead of just cutting them in long strips like I did. But see how easy it is, and you don't have to do anything because they're self-adhesive. So the adhesive that each one of these tiles has is enough to be securely to stay in place and be secure on this poster board or foam board. And you just continue adding your strips all around until you're happy and satisfied. Now, once you're done and you're happy with each one of these strips and where they're at, just go ahead and press firmly down on each one of the strips like so to make sure that it's secure. Now, when you get to the corners, if you see, all you have to do is just grab the tile and measure out where it's at and just cut the correct measurements to whatever area you're going to place the tile at. Just like so. Now you can do it like I did, opposite tiles on either side, or you can just have them all the same, going the same way. The designs on this is endless. And you just continue going around your frame until you're completely done. Now, once you're done adding all these tiles to the end of your frame, you can basically leave it like this and it looks really pretty. But I just wanted it to have more of a finished look. So what I'm going to do after I'm done with adding the tiles, I'm going to get 4 of these skewer sticks again and spray paint them silver or whatever color you chose to paint the inner frame of these sticks. And then measure out the outside, and we're going to go ahead and glue them. And all I used was hot glue on this to the end of the tile strips that you added onto your foam board. Like so. Cut out any excess piece of stick that you have at the end and continue to go all the way around. Now, once you're done doing this part, again, you can just go ahead and be done and add your hooks to the back of your mirror. But when I decided, when I finished this and I was going to hang it up, I decided to go ahead and add smaller little thin strips to the edges of the 4 mirrors. I didn't like the way it looked after all, with the lines like that where all the 4 mirrors attached. So I ended up placing these little tile strips like so. And once you're done with that, then I got the same cardboard frame backing that you have on the mirrors. And I'm going to use both of the little hooks that come in one of those backings and gluing them one on either side That way you can have the option of either hanging it vertical or a horizontal. And I just added some Fix-All glue and hot glue to each one of the hooks. And there you have it. What do you guys think? Let me know down below what tiles you're going to be using for this project. Until next time, bye.